Well, all right. You know what? One of the most interesting things I learned lately is because I'm a historian. I fucking love history, and like within the English-speaking world, within England, not just the English-speaking world, but within Britain, there was this age called the Victorian Age. Right? It's called the Victorian Age, and like everything I had learned about the Victorian Age was just so fucking glorious. Like they were winning all these military victories, most of them naval. And yeah, no, it's like just it was this glorious age of the British people or whatever. But one day I was watching this documentary about the Victorian home and just how deadly the Victorian home was the for the British people. Like the Victorian home was like a death trap, right? And it's like in modern hospitals. Um, like there's a huge danger of like viruses or germs or biochemical diseases or whatever, right? And like a lot of the reason this is the case is because these are just polished surfaces. These are polished surfaces. Like a healthy hospital would have dirt floors and a rock wall. But our modern hospitals, they're just so polished that there are these certain bacteria or viruses or whatever that can just thrive off of all of this polished surfaces. Right, and like one of the reasons I was thinking about it is because like we just put our fan right there, and like I had my fan right here because I was closer to the plug there, but then we plugged it in over there, and now we have it here, and the air conditioner's in there, and we're trying to draw air from in there into here, right? It's airflow. It's airflow. Like if you ever had underground bunkers, you need airflow, right? Because water that doesn't move. Like there's this one YouTuber, and he does yoga, stretchy, flexible stuff. And at the end of his videos, he's like, "Motion is lotion, motion is lotion." And it's true with the human body, and it's true with nature. It's like if you have moving water, then it's healthy water. But if you have water that doesn't move, then it's unhealthy water. Um, and like a lot of people died because of these Victorian homes, right? Just like our modern homes, but they not only have the flaws of the Victorian, but they now have asbestos right in them and shit. And you know what? I'm an American, and I like freedom, and I like America, and all that shit. Um, but you know what? There's many, 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 many reasons I'm ashamed to be American. Damn, there's so many fucking many reasons I'm ashamed to be American. And one of the reasons I'm ashamed to be American is our homes. It's like you have the story of the three little pigs, right? And one pig builds their house out of straw, and another pig builds their house out of wood, and the other pig builds their house out of stone or whatever, right? And it's just like shit. Like we literally build our homes out of straw. And I'm thinking about all these, like, let's say an aliens invade, or let's say space dinosaurs fall from the sky and start attacking us or something, or let's say whatever, right? Um, like American buildings wouldn't stand up. They wouldn't fucking stand up. Like they'd just be cut through. Um, and Americans wouldn't like stone. That's like damn. Maybe unless you're in an adobe home in the Southwest. Um, which I was talking with the divine feminine of God one time, and she was she worked on some of these adobe homes, and she used to just complain about having to work on them because they were just so much harder to work on than these easy American homes. But yeah, no, it's like like if you're ever gonna live underground, you gotta get airflow. Um, you gotta get fucking airflow. Like the air has to flow. Like, cause I was thinking about it, cause in like World War II, the Americans and Japanese fought each other in the Pacific Islands, and the Americans eventually brought along these flamethrowers, and they just started flamethrowing these caves, and all the oxygen just got sucked out of these Japanese men, and they died. And but that can be avoided, right? That can be avoided if in your underground home you had air tanks that compress the air, and you were living off of the air tanks. Now the air tanks were dependent on the above ground air, or maybe they can get air from the underground, or maybe there's an underground home here, and then 20 miles away there's another underground home, and they're connected by an air tunnel that can be opened or closed. And if one like if the above ground gets conquered on one place but not another, they can send air to the other, you know. And so and the fire trick wouldn't work, right? The fire trick wouldn't work if you had air tanks and you compressed that air. Now these would be bombs that you'd be living next to, obviously. So it's always just but the underground is Newcastle. That's totally true. In the world of nuclear bombs and even TNT bombs that are just as powerful as nuclear bombs. Just like you look at modern wars and you have a city before and after, and it's like fucking destroyed. And I mean, there are these underground weapons where they throw foam into the underground to cover all the underground, but that foam is easily destroyed by compartmentalizing the underground society. Like if you compartmentalize everything, then a foam attack could only work in one compartment. But whatever happens, it's like you gotta have flowing air. It's like you gotta. It's like it's like what I was saying about a hospital. It's like the healthiest hospital is gonna have dirt floors and rock walls. It's not gonna be shiny and polished. I mean, that's just fucking science as far as I understand it. Fuck. I mean, sometimes we can just be so shiny that it fucking kills our heart. Sometimes we can just believe that a home is more than it is,
My thyroid
when it's really
and
not.
my recommendation